Bonjour! So, let me take my phone off the hook. Welcome to your last section of 3.12, Unit 3, Lesson 12 notes. We just have one expression to learn today. Really, it's two in disguise. So, expression il faut. Il faut. Let's just take a look at it in some sentences first. So, à l'école, il faut étudier. À l'école, il faut étudier. Alright, before we even look at what it means, at school, il faut étudier. Alright, we know étudier is an infinitive, right? And we know il is a subject pronoun. So, we know that faut has to be a conjugated verb, right? You've never seen it before, you don't know this verb, but based on this being the subject, this being an infinitive, you know that there has to be some kind of verb right here, right? So, translation, at school, one has to study, okay? One has to study. So we know étudier means to study. Il, here we're translating as one. So it means faut would mean like has to. Has. Alright, next sentence. Pour être heureux, il faut avoir des amis. Il faut avoir des amis. So once again, you can see il faut followed by an infinitive, to have. This one, excuse me, we're translating as to be happy, you must have friends. Okay, so have, that's avoir, friends, that's des amis. So here, il faut, it's being translated as you must. Interesting. Next sentence. Pour aller en Chine, il faut avoir un visa. Pour aller en Chine, il faut avoir un visa. Same thing, avoir is our infinitive, to have. Un visa, a visa. So il faut in this sentence is it is necessary. Okay, so il faut can translate to any one of these phrases. One has to, you must, it is necessary. Any of these are appropriate translations. And you could swap them out, right? Il faut étudier could mean you must study. Il faut avoir des amis could mean it is necessary to have friends. Any of these are appropriate translations. We would just use different ones in English, probably depending on context, depending on what sounds right. But in French, it's all il faut. You must, one must, it is necessary. You have to, one has to. And it is used in a general sense, right? So none of these sentences are saying like you personally have to do this. It's just in general, right? One must have friends in order to be happy. One must have a visa in order to travel to China. It's general sort of like rules, right? So the construction, I'm sure you figured it out now, is il faut plus infinitive. Il faut, you must, or it is necessary, and then whatever it is necessary to do. That's your infinitive. That's the verb. Excuse me, sleepy. Alright, moving on. So, that's how you say what you should do. If you want to say what you should not do, that's just il ne faut pas plus infinitive. So we're just making faut negative. Il ne faut pas. Okay? So, il ne faut pas perdre son temps. Il ne faut pas perdre son temps. You shouldn't waste your time, right? You shouldn't waste your time. Then, in the last slide, you saw two of those sentences start with the word pour and then followed by an infinitive. Pour aller en Chine, pour être heureux. So, in order to express, like, in order to, French people just use the construction pour plus infinitive. Pour usually means for, so for to do, for to go, for whatever, but it means in order to. It is often paired with il faut, just like in the sentences from the last slide. So, pour réussir, il faut travailler. pour réussir, il faut travailler. So in English, often we would just say to succeed, you have to work, right? But in French, you can't just start a sentence with an infinitive like that. It has to have the introductory word, which here is pour. So, pour réussir, in order to succeed, you have to work. That is it. That is all you need to know from this. Let's take a quick look at your practice for this concept. So, c'est bien ou c'est mal? Lisez ce que font les personnes suivantes, puis faites un commentaire sur leurs actions. Suivez le modèle. Alright, so read what the following people are doing, then make commentary on their actions, follow the model. So basically, you're reading what these people are doing and you're saying, that's good, it is necessary, or you must do whatever, or that's bad, you must not do that. So here you can see Stéphanie aide ses parents. Stephanie is helping her parents. That's a good thing, right? So we want to say it is necessary to help your parents. So, c'est bien, that's how you start it. C'est bien, that just means it's good. Then we know il faut. And we know il faut has to be followed by an infinitive. So we just need the infinitive of aide, which is aider. Il faut aider, it is necessary to help. And then ses parents. Il faut aider ses parents. The next one, Monsieur Nico fume. He smokes. Okay? So, c'est mal. It's bad. And then, since we want to say you must not smoke, we know we need to use il ne faut pas. And then the verb is fume. So we just need the infinitive of fume. It's a regular ER verb, fumer. That's it. That's all you're doing. There will be a key at the bottom. It's not too crazy complicated though. And like I said, this is it for Lesson 12 and for Unit 3 as a whole. So you are going to be testing this week. You're going to take a quiz, and then we're going to prep for your test. And then we're done with Unit 3. We will move on to Unit 4, which is all about activities. All right, email me if you have any questions, and au revoir.